Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Venus conjunct Pluto in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart. They were a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Venus conjunct Pluto in your natal chart, there may be a very intense love, which is Venus, for those things you have, the passion and desire, which is Pluto for. I mean, if you have, let's say Pluto is in Sagittarius in your natal chart, those things you have that the passion, the desire for may include publishing, advertising, printing press operation, foreign travel, expanding horizons. It could also be doing something, you'd say connected with sports, the outdoors, camping. It may be doing things that are just those things that are tied in, I would say, with higher education. Could be working as a college teacher, as an example, college professor. But the thing is, too, if you have Venus conjunct Pluto in a natal chart, another way it may manifest could be is that you may have that strong, could be very intense obsession and fixation, which is Pluto, in making money, which is Venus. Now, let's say, if you have Venus and Scorpio as an example, those things you have, you make money at, could be tied in with locksmith and psychology, embalming. It could be working as a loan officer, doing something with forensics, investigation, deep research, or the occult, which includes astrology as some examples. And also, too, you may strongly value, which is Venus, transformation, which is Pluto. Now, let's say if you have Pluto in the 12th house, that could be, spiritual, transformation, you know, um, let's say if Pluto is in, the first house, as another example, it could be one, transformation connected, with the physical body. Let's say if the conjunction is in Venus and it's in the first house, that could be, that transformation of the physical body, very strong, attention to detail and tied in with, very strong, health and fitness, energy, so to speak. So, now another thing too, Venus conjunct Pluto may also be expressed in, the self-worth, very strongly integrated and connected. Self-worth in Venus could be strongly integrated and connected, with rebirth, which is Pluto, and it could be, simply reviving or resurrecting. In some cases, let's say Pluto is in the 10th house, it could be a business or a career. Pluto in the 7th house, may be rebirth of a relationship, even, which can include important friends or significant other. It could be 7th house competition as well. Let's say if you have the conjunction in Sagittarius in the 7th house, it could be sports competition. Now also too, you may be very passionate, which is Pluto, in your artistic endeavors. If you have any affinity for art or interest in it, in artistic endeavors, and art is Venus. So, let's say if the conjunction is in Capricorn, as an example, artwork may be tied in, might be very conventional, orthodox type of art, or it could be tied in with something with politics or related to the government. It may be tied in with buildings, structure, things of that nature. It could also be, one may express artwork through carpentry, as another example, because that could be connected with Capricorn. Now, artwork as well, which is Venus, may be, tied in with the occult, which includes astrology, and also some other things. Artwork may also be morbid or gothic, in some cases. And this is where, if you are interested in art, it may be very, intense, interest in it, because Pluto is, making the conjunction to Venus. And the thing too is, your relationships, which is Venus, maybe ones that are powerful, empowering, transformative, which is, Pluto. Now, let's say if Venus is in Libra, as an example, one or more of those people, may have a Libra sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be, those that are, charming, tactful, diplomatic, refined, cooperative, equitable, artistic, but yet maybe indecisive, ambivalent, and may seek peace, at any price. And the thing too, is, and keep in mind that, relationships, with this conjunction, Venus conjunct Pluto, may also manifest in, some of these relationships being very intense, deep, provocative. It could be with those that may, also be vengeful, vindictive, manipulative, and jealous as well. Also, there may be, you may be obsessed, which is Pluto, just simply having beasts, which is Venus. So it's another way, this aspect may, may pan out in a chart. And let's say, if Venus is in Sagittarius, it could be just simply going to a foreign country, to find it. It could be having, to go outside the box, so to speak, in order to do it. It could be flavored with more exuberance and enthusiasm. Now, another thing too is that there could, with Venus conjunct Pluto in a natal chart, may also manifest in trauma or surgery, which is Pluto. That's associated with the neck, the throat, the thyroid, the kidneys, or the lower back, which is Venus. Now, the thing about, this is, let's say if you have, the conjunction, let's say it's in Capricorn, it could be, maybe these issues can just simply be tied in, with older age. It may be ones that may seem more enduring, those issues. It could also be, let's say, somebody has this conjunction in Aquarius. It may be more sporadic, erratic, intermittent. It may be tied in with something nerve related, as some examples. Also, to talents and abilities, which is Venus, may be associated, with transformation, the occult, which includes astrology. It may be an ability for deep research or investigation, which is Pluto. And the thing, about this, now let's say if the conjunction is in Scorpio, this could even add more like, like obsessive energy, more passion to this. And the thing about this as well, and also, I would say, with this aspect, Venus conjunct Pluto in a natal chart may also be expressed with, having to deal possibly with, monetary, financial matters, which is Venus, that are crime related, where you could, be some victim of a crime, which is Pluto. And, which can encompass, many different things. Monetary crimes, could be extortion, embezzlement. It could just be simple, flat out, robbery. As some examples of the conjunctions in Scorpio, it may be tied in, something, connected with, credit card, theft, that you may be a victim of, as an example. Also, too, legal issues, which is Venus, may be connected, could be with toxins, insurance, surgery, or even something tax related, which is Pluto. And also, too, sentiments, which is Venus, may be very powerful, intense, and deep, which is Pluto. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.